Alrighty, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have another Wayman giving men advice on dating tips and stuff like that. So this video, she's giving men who have given up, like me. I've given up on dating. I'm MG+0W. I want nothing to do with dating or any of that. She's giving men like me advice, and she's naming reasons on why guys like me have given up on dating. And you know, we need to hang in there. We need to keep trying to invest in something that's just not worth it. Anyways, so let's check it out.
Fear and frustration are just two reasons why men are no longer approaching women, but they're not the only reasons men are walking away. If you're new to my channel, my name is Anna Jorgensen. I help men decode modern women so you can find, attract, and keep your keeper, or simply have better relationships with women if you prefer to stay single. Welcome to Just the Tip. All right, let's jump in. And then I'll provide a solution for those who want one. Why men are bowing out. One, fear.
Women cannot provide solutions for men. You know, I know women like her and others, and the most famous one is Just Pearly Things. They say a lot of good stuff, you know. Some of what Pearly says I like a lot, especially, you know, her political views. Let's just say that her political views are more right-wing than Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire and stuff like that. So I respect that about her. She says a lot of good things, but at the end of the day, women just don't know what it's like to be a man. They don't think rationally like we do. They're not as reasonable as us. You know, that's why 99% of inventions are by men. That's why men build everything. Men build the world. Men care about politics, and men care about, you know, physics and stuff like that. And what do women care about? They care about being pretty and gossip and stuff like that, by and large, right? So how can a being that mostly cares about minute, vain, facile things, give the person who cares about logic and reason and philosophy and understanding the way the world works, how can the one who cares about being pretty give advice to the one who cares and knows how the world works? Doesn't make sense, but let's see.
Of rejection. Without a doubt, even with supreme confidence, rejection can feel like a blow to men's self-esteem and self-worth. If they have insecurities about themselves, fear of rejection can feel like a confirmation of their worst thoughts about themselves, leading them to avoid the situation altogether. And approaching a woman and being turned down can be especially embarrassing in a public situation. Let's look at an example. Imagine a guy sees a girl he likes at a coffee shop or a cafe. He wants to approach her, but the fear of hearing no and the potential embarrassment stops him in his tracks. Fear of being humiliated in front of others deters many men from approaching women.
I don't think it's much fear that men are worried about. I think that if you have had success in the past, you're not you know it's part of the game. Okay, you know it's part of the game where you're gonna succeed with some, you're not gonna succeed with others. I don't think it's really fear that's the problem. I think it's lack of success. So, for example, I have had much success with women in the past. So I know that, hey, I try with this one, doesn't work, try with that one, you know. But let's just say a guy who's, you know, 0 for 10, 0 for 20, 0 for 30. Why would he keep trying? At that point, it's not fear. It's him being like, okay, I need to step back and see what the problem is. Maybe there are things he can fix. Maybe there are things he can't fix. But I don't think it's fear. I think it's understanding odds. Understanding the odds.
Ladies, if you're watching, kindness costs nothing and does not send the wrong signal to 99% of men. For the other 1%, be kind but be firm. You can be kind in your actions with men. Unrealistic expectations. Men can have an overly idealized image of how a perfect
Men are the ones with unrealistic expectations. No, most men just want a mid girl who's loyal and listens, and you can know for 100% fact she hasn't been ran through, and she's gonna be sweet. She's gonna obey, okay, and she's gonna stick through the hard times, okay. That's what 99% of men want. Okay, a girl who's a 6 or a 7 and obeys, and she's loyal. Now, a lot of women may say that no, but men want hot girls and blah 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 blah. No, what's happening is that a lot of women are so big today that what's been traditionally considered as a 6 or a 7 for the majority of history, okay, what's been considered mid for the majority of history today is considered hot. Okay, that's like, whoa, she's hot. Oh, these guys out here only want hot, skinny girls. No, for the majority of 99% of history, being thin, that's just how women were. Okay, that was, what's considered skinny and hot today, that was considered mid for the majority of our existence. So no, we're not the ones with unrealistic standards. It's women who are the ones with unrealistic standards. They want, Thunder Chad. Most men, I'm telling you, most men want a mid chick who's loyal, all right, and she hasn't been ran through.
Direction needs to be. Unfortunately, this thinking can make him feel like any potential approach is doomed to fail because it won't live up to his unrealistic standards. If a man expects every approach to lead to a successful relationship or an immediate positive response, the fear of falling short can be paralyzing. Media and societal expectations have set high standards for both men and women. Many men feel they need to meet certain physical, financial, or social benchmarks before they're worthy of approaching women. Believing in one-size-fits-all situations can hinder men from being genuine. Example, a man avoids approaching a woman because he doesn't meet the societal ideal of success, such as having a high-paying job or being tall or super fit. Ladies, if you look around...
So what I've heard from most men is that they go into the dating market with this mentality of we're going to build together, we're going to build an empire together, and then they slowly realize that what she wants to do is constantly go to the fair, go to the festival, go here, go there. So she wants you to build and at the same time spend money on social events and outings and drinks and fun and spending time with her. So you have to spend time with her, but you also got to go build at the same time. And they want you to simultaneously be able to do both of these things. And if you can't, then I'm not happy. And then they go on to a guy who has more stuff and has built already. They don't want to, dig through the trenches with you. None of that. No, they want a guy who's built already. What they want really, okay, is a guy who's already built and doesn't commit. So that they could constantly chase after him and chase after him and chase after him. Because even if you are built, right? You have your own place, you have money, you have 2 cars, you have a good job. Once you are fully committed, you'll see that this freaking chick will treat you what's considered, a decently, high value man or whatever. She'll start treating you like, oh, I'm better than him. Because he committed too easily. So that's what they want. They want a guy who's already built, who doesn't commit, right? Who dangles that commitment. Come on, try harder. You got it. You almost got it.
You will see women like you with average Joes. Remember, society isn't always right about what you need to be content. Is it time to reevaluate your must-haves? Fellas, can you reduce your expectations of how an interaction must go? Next up, busy lifestyles or priorities. In our fast-paced world, many men are focused on their careers or personal growth or hobbies. They lack the time and energy to invest in today's dating uncertainties. You can't blame them. Example, a young professional man may prefer to work late and hit the gym rather than attending social events where he might meet single women. His focus is on self-improvement and leaves little room for the potential setbacks of approaching women.
Okay, finally she says something real and true. Yes. I think I would fall into that category. It's just return on investment. Where's my time going to be spent? I'm not against some VAG falling on my lap. It's easy. Not too easy like, she's a HOE, like she's a mega HOE. But it's fairly easy where, hey, what's up? Let's hang out. Okay, yes, all right. We have chemistry. I'm contributing to the conversation. She's contributing to the conversation. It's smooth. She's laughing. We're both this is flowing well. Go on a date or two. Then, hey, let's go back to my place. Have some drinks. This, that. We mingle in the bedroom. This, that. If it's not nice and flowing and easy that way, I don't want anything to do with it. I want nothing to do with dating. No, I'm not going to chase. No, I won't be on dating apps. No, I'm not going to cold approach. No, I'm not going to go above and beyond. No, I'm not going to be in DMs. No, I'm not going to double text, triple text. I'm not doing any of that. Okay. What I will do is like choosing signals. Girl is, she's giving me signals to sort of talk to her. I'll approach, talk to her. If it's nice and easy and it's flowing, I ask her out. She says yes. That's the only way I'll do it. If not, I just see it as waste of time, low return on investment. The money that I'll spend on dating her, I could put that into Bitcoin. I could put that into the stock market. I could put that into something new for one of my cars. I could put that into buying some silver, buying some gold, buy some crypto. Okay, buy myself a nice, bracelet or something. All right. It's good to stack up on silver and gold, guys. All right. Obviously, keep it in a safe place and don't tell people you have a lot of silver and gold. But anything, coins, bracelets, any jewelry, I could spend money on that, which is an investment, than on women, which is throwing money in the toilet.
Ladies, if you want to attract a good man, you must be ready, willing, and wanting to add value to his life and reduce stress from his life. Can you do that? Gentlemen, what are some simple things a woman can do to add value and reduce stress for you? Next up, economic pressures. Economic instability and financial concerns can make men less likely to approach women. The pressure to be financially stable before entering a relationship can be a significant deterrent for men. It can tug on you like a tugboat in the background. Example, a man struggling with student loans and job insecurity might feel he's not in a position to start a relationship, afraid he won't be able to provide the stability he believes is necessary. As well, many men simply don't see the value in investing financially in women and romance when so many women act entitled like little princesses. Ladies, if a man is in his building the kingdom phase, he wants your emotional support to cheer him on, not to give him slack for where he currently is. P.S. Your vajayjay is not made of gold. Gentlemen, if you don't want to build your kingdom alone, filter for a worthy queen to stand by your side. Do filter, don't settle.
None of them are worthy. You need to get rid of this idea that the one is out there or that you could find her in a third world country. None of them are worthy. All of them, 99% of them, are going to want money, energy, attention, and time. Okay? And whichever one you're lacking in, that's the one she's going to want the most. So you give her energy, you give her time, and you give her attention, but you're lacking in money. This over time is going to start becoming a problem. All right. It's not going to become a problem right away, but it's going to start becoming a problem. She's going to start making this an issue that you don't have money. Let's just say you do have money. You do have time. You do have energy, but you're not giving her attention. right? You're lacking in attention. This, you're not giving me attention. You're not giving me attention. You have the time to take me out. I know you're home watching a movie by yourself, but you're not giving me attention. You're not giving me attention. That's going to start being a problem. Let's just say you have money and you have attention and time, but you don't have energy, right? When you guys mingle in the bedroom, you give her one round and then you're just like, let's watch some, put something on TV and go to sleep. Okay, the lack of energy is going to start to become a problem. So, all right, this is 99% of them in the whole world. All right.
Next up, changing gender dynamics. The traditional roles in dating have evolved. Women are more independent and career-focused than ever before, which can help a household financially, but it can also make a man feel uncertain about how to approach them without seeming outdated or disrespectful. Example, a young man might hesitate to offer to buy a woman a drink, fearing she could interpret it as undermining her independence. He's unsure whether his gesture will be seen as chivalrous or condescendingly chauvinistic.
No, men are not refraining from buying women drinks because they think they're going to be accused of, RAPE or anything like that. Okay. Most men understand that is not very common. Okay. The reason why most men, including myself, do not buy women drinks is because you've done it before in the past. Okay. The woman has gladly accepted your drink. Hey, thanks for the drink. She's enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the drink you bought me. And then she leaves with another guy. Or she takes the drink from you, drinks it, and then, oh, thank you, that was so sweet. And then she just leaves, right? Or she takes the drink and she chats up with you a little bit, and then once you go for the number, or hey, we should hang out sometime, this and that, she says, oh my god, I'm sorry, but I have a boyfriend, but thank you for the drink and thanks you. So most men have seen, oh, I've done that in the past. It's they take your drink and they just leave you like with the tab, right? So it's not because we're going to be accused of Me Too or sexual harassment or anything like that. It's because a lot of women, you buy them a drink, they take your drink, they gladly chug it down, and then they say, thanks, buddy, and they go back to their man's house, they go see their boyfriend, they leave with some other guy, or they just stay and hang out with their friends. So it's a waste of money.
Ladies,
if you are going to go to these places, clubs or anything like that, it's good to go already with the girl there. All right. And then buy her a drink. The girl you met at the gym, or you met her at the pharmacy, you met her at the supermarket, gas station. And then now you bring her there. And yes, you buy the girl you walked in with as many drinks as you want. But buying a random chick a drink, just know it's a gamble and it's a possibility that you're just throwing money down the toilet. And I'm not saying that women owe you anything because you bought them a drink. However, you've done it multiple times. Like, you understand that cold approaching, buying women's drinks, it's not going to succeed every time. But if it's failing every time, then you just stop doing it.
always be gracious when a man offers to pay or help you in any way. I prefer to pay my own way can be said with grace and empathy. Don't get mean when a man mansplains. Gentlemen, honor your values when it comes to gender dynamics, but do so respectfully. You could say, you know what, it would make me feel good if you'd let me pay. A lot of men don't want to do that nowadays, but just a tip. It's okay to discover you don't have beliefs and values that align. Next up, social media and online dating. Apps like Tinder and Bumble have revolutionized dating, for sure, making it easier than ever to meet people online. Well, some are catfish, but anyways. However, this convenience reduces the necessity to approach women in person because initiating conversation digitally feels safer and more controlled. Example, a guy might choose to swipe right on a dating app rather than strike up a conversation at a bar. The app provides a buffer against immediate and public rejection rejection and allows him to present his best self through a curated profile. Ladies, if you want men to approach you in the real world, you must give them more green lights, signs you're open to conversation. Having a chat doesn't obligate you to anything else. Gentlemen, if you're not having any luck online, you need to start having conversations in real life. Otherwise, you'll get out of practice for when it...
Personally, I don't agree with dating apps. If you're going to be on a dating app, you need to be very not serious on it. It's just, you understand it's a shot in hell. You know, you're throwing a dart, you're closing your eyes, throwing a dart at the wall, and whatever happens, happens. Don't obsessively be on those things. Don't expect success. There have been many experiments of guys showing that dating apps have a lot of bots. That's number one. Number two, they have like, what is it? Like, you have to swipe right like 2,000 times before you get a match or something crazy like that. And then women are like flooded with guys, and it's like only like the top 5% of men who succeed on dating apps or something like that. I haven't been on dating apps in years. I don't waste my time with that. I don't care to be doing that. You know, I personally, I don't yearn for love and affection and, you know, mommy's love. Ooh, I want a girl to rub her hands through my hair and tell me I'm a good boy. I don't yearn for any of that. Okay, like I said, the only thing that I'll do is choosing signals, strike up a conversation, and everything is like nice and flowing from there. If that doesn't happen, then I won't do anything. I'll be single and celibate and happy, quiet, peace, freedom. Okay, so I don't, you know, I haven't been on date. I might have been on a dating app when they first came out for like a year, right? So let's just say like what, you know, I was probably like 22 years old. 8 years ago, I was on dating apps. That's the only time that I've been on dating apps. I probably used it for like a year, right? When they first were sort of popular or whatever. No, they're a waste of time, and I don't recommend them. Okay, guys, just do like search up dating app experience or dating app. What is this? Try out or whatever. They'll show you videos where men are just getting obliterated on these apps.
Counts. Just the tip. Swiping right and left depletes dopamine reserves that could be better optimized in the real world. Whoa, right? Yes. Next up, #MeToo and consent awareness. The Me Too movement brought necessary attention to some real issues of consent and harassment. However, while this was needed, it also made a lot of men wary of approaching women for fear of being perceived as inappropriate. Example, a man at an event might hesitate to compliment a woman's appearance, worrying it might be misconstrued as harassment instead of just a genuine compliment. Ladies, unless a man is being cringe-worthy, lewd, or outright sexually rude, don't Me Too the dude. Say thank you for genuine compliments that don't allude to boobs, butt, or lips. Either once. Gentlemen, unless she's invited you to see her boob, butt, or...
Yeah, you don't want to hand out compliments like candy, right, on Halloween. You want to be very, you know, your compliments have to mean something. Okay, now to other guys, it's good to give compliments like they're nothing. Hey, bro, nice, those are some cool shoes, this and that. You know, like as men, we're building each other. We are, you know, you want to create like a social group in your friend, like at the gym, you want to create a brotherhood or whatever, you know, or create like your social skills, this, that, like build up a little bit. To men, you can hand out compliments like nothing. All right. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, that's a cool, nice shirt, man. This and that. Did you catch the game last night? This and that. Oh, yeah, dude, I saw it. And that way you build more friends. All right. That creates social proof. But with women, you don't want to hand out your compliments so easily.
Lips? Don't comment on those areas. And do not initiate sexual comments or send dick pics unless and until invited to. Just the tip. Women have a much higher ick response to unsolicited...
Do not send dick pics ever, even if she asks you to do it. It's low class, it's low brow. It makes you seem like, like carry yourself like Bruce Wayne. Would Bruce Wayne send out dick pics? Okay. Carry yourself, in a sense, carry yourself like a celebrity. Carry yourself like an important person. Carry yourself like someone who has morals, all right, who has standards. All right. Treat her like, create the dynamic where she's a pervert. All right. Don't ever send those. Okay. Even if she asks you to do it, don't send it. Okay. It makes you seem low value. That it really does. Let's just say she asks to hey, send me a nice sexy picture of you or whatever. You can tell her, well, for that we'd have to go out for some drinks or something like that. Try to get it. Texting women has to try to get it for you guys to meet up with each other, not for it to be like a texting game.
Solicited sexual images of men. The most common words women use to describe receiving such images is gross. Next up, body image issues. Okay, so like women, men also face body image issues. The pressure to look a certain way can make men feel completely self-conscious and hesitant to approach women. Por ejemplo, a man who feels insecure about his appearance, perhaps due to his weight or height or whatever, might avoid social interactions altogether, fearing judgment. Ladies, never, and I mean never, put a man down for his appearance. Don't be a see you next Tuesday. Gentlemen, work on what you can, like getting fit for you, and accept, nay, embrace what you can't change, like height. Just a tip. If you love you, there will be someone out there who can also love you. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing.
I mean, you should be fit and prioritize fitness because it's good for you. But if you're going to work out to look good, you should focus on like slim fit, aesthetics, Hollywood look. You really want to go hard on your shoulders, on the V taper, your lats, upper chest, triceps, calves, and want to make sure you have a flat stomach. You don't really want to have big, huge traps. You don't want to really have big, huge biceps. You don't want to have big, huge legs, because this you start going into bodybuilder territory, which is fine. It's fine. But women more like the slim fit, model kind of guy. And these guys have nice like upper chest, nice shoulders. They have the lats, nice calves. Obviously, they have the abs and the flat stomach. But you don't want to have big, huge arms. Then now you're just jacked, bro. You're just, But that's if you're trying to do it for women. If you're trying to look good for women, slim, fit, model, Hollywood physique. That's what you got to try to go for. Now, if you're doing it for, I don't care what women think, and I want to really go ham. Yes, work everything out. Have huge traps, huge biceps, everything. Okay.
Thank you if you already have. Next up, digital distractions. With the rise of technology, many people are more focused on their screens than in real life interactions. The constant digital distraction reduces the opportunities for spontaneous face-to-face connections. Example, a man engrossed in his phone at a cafe might miss the chance to notice or engage with a woman sitting nearby who might be interested in a conversation with him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your phones away in public once in a while. Embrace the vulnerability of being present in the moment and potentially having a conversation with somebody as I knock my hand. Next up, mental.
I agree with that. If you're out with someone, you don't want to be on your phone. If you're at a social event, you don't just want to be on your phone. You do want to strike up conversation to the person next to you just for, purposes of social cohesion in society, right? But one thing I notice is that many times men are, constantly bombarded with men and these video games, men and their video games, and these guys need to stop playing video games and man up. But women are obsessively on their phones. The cell phone is the female Xbox, is the female PlayStation, right? They're on their phones way more than us. And if we are on our phones a lot, I guarantee you it's probably like a podcast app or YouTube or something like that. They are obsessively on their phones on social media, right? Where they get attention and praise and all that stuff, and they get to talk to different dudes all day. So that's one thing I've noticed, is that men get a lot of flack for playing video games, but women never are told to put the phone down.
Health concerns. Okay, so mental health concerns such as anxiety, ED, and depression can create overwhelming fears and negative self-perceptions that inhibit men from approaching women. Anxiety disorders may cause intense nervousness and fear of rejection, leading to avoidance of social interactions. Depression can result in low energy and low self-esteem with feelings of worthlessness, making men believe they're not worthy of anyone's interests. And conditions like social phobia, avoidant personality disorder, or autism can heighten the fear of rejection and judgment, causing men to shy away from initiating contact. These issues can impact a man's confidence and willingness to approach women. The continued stigma around mental health can exacerbate his feelings, or a man's feelings. For example, let's say a man dealing with social anxiety finds the idea of approaching a woman just way too paralyzing, and it leads him to avoid social situations where any interactions can occur. Or a man with maybe mild autism can find it difficult to make eye contact, thinking if he does approach women, this inability will put her off or prevent him from being able to accurately read.
Okay, so with social anxiety, all you got to do is practice talking to people that you're not afraid of at all, right? So practice talking to old people, practice talking to people you're not attracted to at all. Just practice that way. Friendly conversation. That's how you get over that. With depression is basically you're angry about something that you have no control over, and you're bringing your rage inwards. It's rage directed at yourself. You're directing it at yourself, something that you can't change out there, right? You feel powerless about something, so you're beating yourself up about it. And it's easy to be depressed when the whole country's going to crap, okay? With its diversity, and with sexual deviancy, and with rampant divorce, and with rampant dot culture, and with uncontrolled immigration. It's very easy to be depressed, because it's like, what's the freaking point? Okay. I understand, but you gotta snap out of that. You gotta find a purpose in life. I know it sounds cliche and corny, but you gotta find something that keeps you busy, something to do, even if it's starting some type of collection, whatever it is. It may not be something that people agree with 100%. Like, what if your purpose is playing video games? I don't freaking know, but if it's that's what it is. But to be depressed and want to off yourself, no, never do that.
Her body language. Ooh, that was tough. Ladies, try to understand that the pressure for men to approach women, it causes a lot of angst. What if the only way for you to meet a man was for you to approach him? If you think that would be easy, I invite you to start doing so immediately, so you can experience just how difficult it actually is. Also note that men are far more open to talking with a woman who approaches them than the other way around. Gentlemen, if you have mental health concerns, do what you can to manage them. Whatever is out of your control, surrender to it. If your condition makes it too difficult to approach women in person, well, then stick with online options. And it's perfectly okay to bow out completely from romance if it's not for you. However, I encourage you to find, attract, and keep good friendships. Close human interaction and connection is one of the most impactful things you can do for your mental and physical health. Just a tip, loneliness affects your health the same as being obese, or smoking half a pack of cigarettes a day. No es bueno. And if you want a step-by-step solution for how to get over the fear of approaching women, you'll want to get my Wake Up to Love program and do the work. It's not...
Oh boy, here we go with these freaking programs. Guys, do not fall for anyone saying buy my freaking program, okay? If there's a content creator you like and you want to donate to them, you want to buy their t-shirt or something like that, a lot of these programs are feel-good, cliches, general advice type of thing, okay? Also, this whole entire video, it seems like she Googled, like, why are men deciding not to date anymore? And she just grabbed a whole bunch of reasons and she put it on her video. I'll tell you why. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. You'll put money, energy, attention, and time into somebody. You'll invest. And at the end of the day, the more you put in, the less you get out. The better you treat her, the worse she gets. The more time you give her, now she starts to think like she could step all over you. Okay, the more you spend on her, she wants you to spend more. She wants you to spend unlimited amounts of money. She wants you to, they want you to build an empire, whatever that means, okay, but also take them out and give them time and so it's just not worth it. And at the end of the day, you do all that, and what do? They're not happy. And they want to pull the plug, and they want to divorce you, steal your kids, take all your money, and move in with some new guy, and do the same thing to him a few years later. Okay, that's the reason why. All right, you don't have to buy any of these coaching programs or anything like that. Be very careful with these freaking scammers online saying buy my coaching program. Like, what is this guy getting cooked by everybody? Wes Watson, and there's like a whole bunch of guys just like him. They're just scamming people for buy my coaching program. I'm gonna teach you the secrets. There's no secrets, guys. The answer is inside of you. The answer is inside of you. Look at the world, okay? Use your brain, analyze, figure it out. The answer is inside of you. All right, guys, love you. See you on the next one. Make sure to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'm out.